everyone, welcome back to the channel, or most likely welcome to the channel, as I am quite new here still. And today we are going to be doing part 2 of our little baby Cthulhu in Camilla D'Errico's Pop manga, Dragons and Other Magically Mythical Creatures. Absolutely adorable book if you have not seen it. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing today, and I'm going to continue adding in some shadows, and we're going to be using Wizard from the Dragon set. I'm using the Black Widows. So yeah, we're going to start kind of deepening up some spaces. So I hope everyone is good today. Does anyone have any plans for the long weekend we have coming up this weekend? Let me know down below if you're going anywhere or doing anything, or if you're just gonna spend it colouring. Which is probably what I'm gonna do, mostly anyway. Anyone going to like any street parties or anything like that? I've never been to one of them. I don't know, they seem a bit strange to me. Like, how do you do it? Or are they like officially run by the council or something? So I can just imagine someone trying to do one here, and like I live on a main road that goes through the village. So it's not like a main road, it is just like, you know, it's still quite quiet. But I can kind of imagine like a car trying to come down, having to move like a bunch of tables and stuff. I mean, I'm assuming, you know, the road gets blocked off or closed for the time, but I don't know. Like I said, I've never done one, never been to one, so yeah. Hopefully the weather is gonna be nice over the weekend. It's nice here today, actually. We seem to be having like one day of really bad weather and one day where it's really nice, and it just kind of seems to be doing that currently. Okay. So yeah, I'm just, you know, adding a little bit more to my shadowed areas. When I colour something that is kind of grayscale, this isn't completely grayscale, but it does have some in it, I don't really like seeing any of the grey come through. To me, that kind of makes it look a little unfinished, I guess. So I like to try and make sure that everything is nice and covered, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So I've been really enjoying this page, actually. I wasn't 100% sure about it, but you know, I wanted to do a relatively smaller page, so that I didn't have to do like a 10-part video or something. I mean, you know, already on part 2, so a more detailed page obviously would need more. But I think we are pretty much nearly finished with him. And then I've got the background to think about, which I'm still debating what I kind of want for it. But I think I will probably go with a pastel toned background and try to just do kind of like pastel-y. Sorry if I am all over the place. Actually, let's just zoom you in a little bit. Should have done that earlier. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe just kind of go over everything with, you know, some nice light colours, and then white outlines on the bubbles. Possibly add a little bit of sparkle to them. Something like that. I think we'll go around. I'm quite liking this colour for his spots, actually. So I think we might just do all of them. And this. So today is the last day of May. Crazy to think tomorrow's going to be June. Just like wow. I need to figure out, as I said, I think in the last video, that I need to figure out what I have coloured in and what pages I have finished, and do a finished page video. Yeah, so I mean, I think I have a rough idea of what books I've coloured in. Like, I know what towards the end of the month, but like at the start of the month, I'm just trying to think. I know I've done some things in the mythographic series. But which ones? I know I've done some in Dream Garden. I've done one in animals, though I'm not hugely pleased on the one I did in animals. I ended up kind of rushing it a little bit. You know, but it happens, so it's fine. I think I did 1 or 2 in Dream Gardens. Maybe more, I'm not quite sure. What else have I done? Some in Lily Mayo. I know that. the I Heart Unicorns book. I know I've done some in there. What else? Mystical Angel Switch. I think I've did one in there. And I cannot remember for the life of me. I'm just gonna have to sit down and look through them and see, I guess. Which is, absolutely fine. I love flipping through my colouring books. Sometimes I spend more time looking through them when I do colouring in them. Anyone else like that? Like, I can honestly just spend hours just flipping through various colouring books and, just admiring the art. Yeah. Honestly, gosh, I wish I had the imagination of these people. I really do. Sorry, I don't know if I was on camera then. I apologise if I was not. Yeah. Sometimes I get a little bit distracted. And I forget to check if I am still in frame. So, I think I have finally kind of found a good position for my iPad stand to be up and for my light to be at, so that it doesn't look too weird kind of thing. So, please do let me know if this looks okay to you. Yeah. I do still keep kind of hitting my head on the iPad stand occasionally. I am trying not to, but sometimes I just kind of forget it's there, and yeah. So yeah, that happens sometimes. Sorry if you can hear that weird squeaking. It is the Dagoos. I think they're discussing who's going to lie on top of the other. They like to create Dago piles, which is adorable, but can cause some squabbles occasionally. So there are so many books that I need in my life. So many colouring books. It's I'll never in a million years be able to colour in all of them, but I want them. It's and I hear that Vita Berman is coming out with a new one now. It's damn. I do love her books. I want to get all of them. Currently, I have the Europe one. autumn one and spring one, which is a new one to me. And yeah, all of these wonderful artists need to stop coming out with new books. Yeah. I am still absolutely desperate for a Clara McCover one. Her images are just so cute, and I love all things kind of, you know, like fairies and things like that. I just love them. And like her style reminds me kind of the colouring books I had as a kid. Like, you used to get these really nice kind of hard covered colouring books. Kind of vintagey type colouring pages and things like that, and they were just beautiful. I wish I still had them, but I don't think I do. I mean, you know, as a kid, completely like destroyed them, just kind of just scribbled all over everything and that. But yeah, they're really nice books. Whereas, like now, kids' colouring books tend to just be on like kind of tissue paper almost. And it's kind of a shame. But, oh well. So, I was wondering, what is everyone's favourite colouring book? Do you have a favourite? Or are you like me and like your list of favourites is kind of as long as your arm? And I don't think I could choose just one book. As a favourite kind of thing. No, I don't think I could. And I don't think I could choose just one artist as like a favourite either. There's some books that I'm just a bit like, you know, I bought them and I'm not hugely fussed on them. But there's always some images in a book that I like and will colour. I do quite often kind of blind buy. I'm not doing it quite as much nowadays, but you know, I still do it. It's like, you know, when you're looking on Amazon and you're on a page and it's like, oh, recommended for you, and you click on it and you just end up going down this rabbit hole. I quite often end up getting books doing that. But I mean, it's not too bad. As long as it's like under about £5, then I'd still say it's worth it, even if I only colour, you know, a couple of pages in it. It's the way I think of it is, you know, nowadays, what do you get for like £5? If you're lucky, you can get a cup of coffee. You know? So, to get a colouring book for £5, that might have, you know, anything from 25 plus images in it. Let's say you take an hour on each picture. That's 25 hours of entertainment. But, you know, we all know who spends just an hour on a colouring page. I mean, most of the time it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. But, you know, just for like easy math, so it's like an hour per page, 25 pages, 25 hours. Like, you know, you pay to go to a theme park, that's say max would probably be, say, 10 hours, absolute max in a day. And that can cost like 50-60 quid for, like, you know, those 12 hours of entertainment. Whereas in a colouring book, you spent a £5 for, you know, anything from like 25 hours to over 100 hours. So yeah, I definitely think they're definitely worth it in terms of like value for money. That's how I like to look at it. It's like, well, you know, I could like spend the money and go to the cinema for under 2 hours. Like 20 quid. Or I can buy 3 or 4 colouring books for 20 quid. And that could potentially provide me with hundreds of hours. I'm going to use cool green. I guess that's kind of like my way of you know, justifying why I have so many clothes. Though, to be fair, compared to some people, I don't have that many. And I mean, I've been colouring, like adult colouring, for probably nearly 10 years now, maybe just over 10 years. So considering, you know, I've been buying books and that for that long, I do not have that many. Okay, I do go through like stages, phases even, you know. But yeah, I think I do quite good. I could be a lot worse. I could have so many more. Yeah. So I'm just kind of, you know, getting to the point now where I'm finishing this little guy off. And I'm gonna have to decide what I want to do with the background. It's so difficult sometimes, isn't it? We'll see. We'll see. So I'm thinking I might use my Junesix ink pads. Excuse me. Yeah, so I think I might use them. You know, purely so I'm not like spending forever doing a background. Just the main reason I bought those inks is that, like, I normally tend to do my backgrounds in colour pencil, and I mean, we all know how long colour pencil takes. It is not a quick medium in the slightest, so it can be a bit, it gets a little bit tedious sometimes doing a background and pencil. And I have, I wouldn't say ruined, but you know, I have done some backgrounds and then I kind of look at them and like, I really wish I had spent more time doing that. I end up not being overly happy with the end result. A big one for that is in Joanna Basford's World of Wonder. I kind of done a couple of backgrounds where I just kind of rushed them, and I kind of look at it and I'm like, why did I do that, you know? So yeah, that is, yeah, I'm gonna go calm line and just kind of finish this off a little bit now. I'm pretty happy with how he's looking. I do still need to do the eyes. Maybe calm line will actually be a good colour for his eye. Just kind of. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Now, I'm not very good at doing things like eyes. I tend to just put, like, you know, the wrong colour in and kind of call it a day with them. Especially on something that's just kind of like cute like this, I feel like a more simple eye kind of looks better, I guess. So I was just thinking, is his nose like under the tentacles, or is it kind of built into the tentacles, or does he just not have a nose? What do you think? Maybe he just doesn't have a nose. I mean, you know, does the old one have to smell? I don't know. Just a random thought going through my head there. So, nearly done. Then I get to probably ruin it all by doing a terrible background. I try not to say that a page is ruined, and I definitely never rip a page out of my book. You know, even if I make like a huge mistake on it, I'll leave it, because it's, you know, it's a learning opportunity kind of thing. Okay, so we're nearly done now with him. I know I've probably been saying that for the past however long, but we're nearly done on him. Just kind of just using quite a heavy pressure now. What I love about Camilla's work, Camilla? I'm not quite sure what to do, Camilla. Sorry. Is that it's quite sketchy looking. So even if you're not doing like the most neatest colouring in the world, it looks, it fits in kind of thing. Like, you know, if a little bit is a little bit scribbly or something, it doesn't look bad with this style of art, which is a good thing, because yeah. You know, you don't need your transitions to be totally smooth, and it's not so bad if you kind of go outside a line a little bit and things like that. It's quite forgiving. So no, I just went outside a line. Okay, I think that is him complete, to be honest. Now, here's the part where I'll probably end up regretting it, because I am not overly competent with these yet. Let's see. Thinking maybe that one, and so we're gonna go with Aquatic Splash and Pixie Dust, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. So I think I'll start with, let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. as I said, I'm not exactly the best at doing these. Using these. Yeah. But I basically just want a really kind of light background. I think I'm just off camera with it. I'm so sorry. There we go. Not that you can probably really see the colour. This is a very light pink. But I thought, you know, start nice and light and then you can kind of build up. So far I have been quite happy with these inks. You know, they seem to do what I want them to do. Yeah. So I'm just putting, you know, it's just some kind of splotches of colour in random places with this to start with. I don't really have a plan apart from that. Yeah, you can kind of just about see it, but it's not hugely obvious, you know. But, I mean, you can always just build it up. Yeah. I think more often than not, backgrounds tend to be like my least favourite part of a colouring page. Normally by the time I get to the background, I'm kind of just like, you know, I want it done. I want to finish. Yeah. Do I have one? It's got some blue on it. Yes, I do. So now I'm going to go in with my aquatic splash. Just like gorgeous colour. Again, very light colour. Just kind of start putting this on. But, you know, then again, I wanted a really light background, so I guess it's, you know, it's fine. So, I washed these things, blending tools, whatever you call them, and I was actually pleasantly surprised as how kind of clean it came out. Yeah, stained a little bit, you know, especially with some of the brighter colours. But in general, it's yeah, they cleaned up really well. I just used a little bit of soap and you know, hot water. They didn't. Oh my words. Words, Sean. Words. Yeah, the bristles, you know, didn't kind of come misshapen or anything like that. So yeah, I was quite happy actually, and they do seem to work really well for applying the ink, which I was a little worried about because I've only ever really used when I have used ink, like the foam pads, so I wasn't sure how well a brush like this would work, but yeah, it does, so yay. So hopefully you can kind of see what I've got going on here. Yeah, so now I kind of want to go in, maybe the bubbles a little bit more possibly. Now, do I risk putting a little bit of a darker colour down? Or do I leave it just really, really pastel? I don't know. Maybe let's go back in with pixie dust a little bit more and see if we can just get this, you know, just a little bit stronger in colour. Like, I don't want it to be bright pink, but it would be nice for it to show up a little bit more. Okay, apparently that has smudged the green a little bit. I don't really want that to happen. Yeah, I think this looks quite cute. Sorry if I keep moving the book around. I'm trying to stay in frame whilst doing this, and the book keeps sliding down my table as well. Okay, so now I think you can definitely see, you know, colours kind of coming a little bit more. Still debating. Let me have a look at my colours. Let's see. Let's see what I have. Just maybe some aspen mist. And Aspen West. Oh, a mixed sea breeze. I think sea breeze would be better. And then I have pink grapefruit. Let's try just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks alright, doesn't it? Just to give it just a little bit more of a punch, I guess. And kind of want to go and just kind of put some in the bubbles. So a little bit more here. I mean, as you can see, I do not have a plan for this background. I'm just kind of going here, there, everywhere, and just, you know, doing it. Right now I need to use my blue one. Okay. And let's do a little bit more blue. Yeah, that's looking better, I think. So, book is slipping again. Hopefully we're nearly finished now. Well, kind of. Still got kind of embellishments to go. So these bubbles are definitely calling for something. Okay, so I think that will do with that. Now I want to go with my Arteza white gel pen. And I'm just gonna start. I might need to leave this dry. We'll see how it goes. Whiten out our bubbles. Now I'm not actually very good at writing bubbles, but writing stuff out. I do tend to struggle with kind of staying like on the line kind of thing, I guess. Yeah. sometimes, you know, it kind of just feels like it's needed. Oh, and I was off camera. Of course I was. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I like the Arteza gel pens. However, I do find they come off really easily, which is a bit annoying. Like if you kind of trying to colour over the top or anything like that, then they do tend to just scrape straight off. Yeah, it only seems to do it with the white as well. Like, I've coloured on top of other gel pens, no problem at all. You know, once it's dry. But for some reason, with the white Arteza, it just doesn't. Yeah. It kind of scripts off. So I started using them to cover up the hidden objects in the mythographic books. And I realised that when I was going over the area to actually colour it in, it just scraped straight off, which is annoying. And I mean, you know, I could leave it for a couple of days and it would kind of still do it. But, you know, it's fine, just work around it kind of thing. So this is probably looking like a hot mess currently. He's trying to white out these bubbles. But I think we're gonna be pretty much covered. And some stickles, probably. So I don't think it matters 100% if it's not perfectly on the lines and stuff. Well, I think you probably get the idea now of what I'm doing. So I think I will turn off and yeah, I'll post a photo when it's finished on my Instagram. I'm at Theft Creates on there. What else? And yeah, the cover photo actually for this video will probably be of the finished page as well, so you will probably see it then. So thank you very much if you made it all the way to the end. I applaud you. This is, I think, quite a long video. I appreciate every single view so much. And, you know, if you are able to like, comment and subscribe, then please do. It helps so much. And I am trying to, you know, build this channel. My goal at the moment is to get 100 subscribers. And I am on 24. So yeah, any interaction basically is fantastic. So thank you in advance, and I will see you again next time. Okay, thank you. Bye.